doing something a little bit different here on NFL Daily. As I'm sure most of you know, we have a bunch of team-specific channels, and we're trying to add more. We're looking at the Bengals and the Patriots as two of our next new ones. So we're putting together a little video we did on our Bengals channel and on our Patriots channel. I handled the Bengals side involving a Tee Higgins trade. My boy Tyler Jones took care of the Patriots side involving a Jalen Ramsey trade. We'll show those to you guys here coming up, and if you're a fan of one of those two teams, make sure you guys go subscribe. Links will be in the comments and the description of today's video. Welcome back into Bengals Breakdown by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey. Been a long time since we did a video, but the channel was never deleted, and we're trying to get it up and running for the offseason. We'll tell you more about our goals there in a little bit. But the first story we've got is on Tee Higgins and a potential trade. I know how you guys feel. Don't worry, I'll break it all down. PFF has pitched a Tee Higgins trade to the Detroit Lions, and there's been plenty of speculation bordering on trade rumors because Higgins, who shares the same agent, by the way, per PFF, as Jessie Bates, which is noteworthy as far as I'm concerned, is entering the final year of his deal. And because you have to pay Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and those are going to be massive, basically record-setting deals most likely, there's been hope from other fan bases about acquiring Tee Higgins. We'll break down why the Bengals don't actually have to do that. But first, we're bringing back the channel, and we need your help to make it a full-time one at Chat Sports. The sooner we get to 1,000 subs, the better. So if you love the Bengals and you want more free videos on them, hit that subscribe button for me right now. Higgins has been a great player for the Bengals. 1,000-yard campaign this past year. He, Tyler Boyd, and of course Jamar Chase form one of, if not the best, wide receiver trios in the entire NFL. Higgins has been a pivotal part of this Bengals offense since they took him in round 2 out of Clemson. And there would be significant trade value if the Bengals said, you know what, we're not going to pay him long term, let's trade him away. The PFF trade is the Lions get Tee Higgins, giving them a bigger-bodied wide receiver threat to pair with Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and now maybe that's one of your better wide receiver trios in the NFL. The Bengals get the number 18 overall pick this year and a 2024 fourth-rounder. From a pure value standpoint, that is pretty good return on the investment. For the Bengals, just take an early second-rounder, have him for several years, get a top 20 draft pick. You could go take a new receiver there, Quentin Johnston, maybe. Maybe you draft a offensive lineman, be it a Broderick Jones, an Osiris Torrance, whatever. The Lions get their receiver. Bengals maximize that value for Tee Higgins, but they do not have to, as I'll get into more in depth here momentarily. But I do want to hear from you guys in the comments section. Would you trade Tee Higgins? If you ran the Bengals, would you sell him while the team has value? Y for yes, N for no. Get those votes in for me in the comment section right now. I will spend some time on this, my argument here. We can go through some graphics as needed. I would not trade Tee Higgins. The Bengals do not have to trade him if they do not want to. If they choose to make this a franchise around Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Tee Higgins, they absolutely can. They could trade Tyler Boyd. They could cut Tyler Boyd if they wanted to and still have the funds available. Now, the Bengals might not be the most cash-rich organization in the NFL, but they have the ability, if they so choose, to keep Higgins, keep Jamar Chase, and keep Joe Burrow, at least for the short term. Remember, they don't have to trade Higgins. They could keep him cheap this year. They've got franchise tag options if they so choose, which would be a bit pricey, but it would allow them to keep those core pieces in place. And for the Bengals, while Joe Burrow is super cheap, that is their window. So if their path is, we're going to keep Higgins for now, we'll run the risk of losing him for a third-round comp pick later on, and be aggressive in the rookie contract quarterback window, I don't have any major complaints on that standpoint. They don't have to. I'm unconvinced that they will. In the event they do trade Higgins, it should be a massive haul in return because the Bengals, again, don't need to trade Higgins unless they choose to want to do so.
What's going on, Patriot fans? Welcome in to Patriots Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Appreciate you joining us here on the channel for the six-time Super Bowl champs. Today, we are talking the latest New England Patriots news and rumors, and where we will begin is with Jalen Ramsey. The folks at Bleacher Report have put out a suggestion that the Patriots could be in the market for the Los Angeles Rams cornerback to potentially make a move as the trade period is about to open here within the next few weeks. Here is what Bleacher Report had to say. After watching J.C. Jackson leave in free agency, the Patriots relied on a cornerback rotation made up of Jonathan Jones, Jack Jones, and Jalen Mills on the outside. They missed Jackson's size and physicality at 6'1", 198 pounds. He was good enough to just take away the team's best receiver any given week and brought elite ball production to the table. Patriots could get all of that back if they were to lure Ramsey out of Los Angeles. The outspoken cornerback got put on highlight reels a little more than usual by giving up 5 touchdowns, but he still has the ability to put the clamps on a receiver any given week. We'll have more on this in just a second, show you a potential trade offer to get this deal done. But first, want to make sure that you are subscribed to your brand new New England Patriots offseason headquarters right here, as we're going to be covering this team throughout free agency, trades, the draft, and more. This is the place to be. So I encourage you now, as we make our return with coverage of your New England Patriots, to jump on board and subscribe to the channel. And it doesn't cost you a thing. It's absolutely free, folks. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. If the Patriots have breaking news, bam, we're going to be on it right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Subscribe now. Turn on notifications. YouTube.com/Patriots Today. That's YouTube.com/Patriots Today. So here is the trade idea that was put together by Bleacher Report to get this done. And you can see, for a guy like Jalen Ramsey, who has had a Hall of Fame career to this point, you don't have to give up a first-round pick, which is very interesting. Here's the deal. The Patriots get Jalen Ramsey, and they give up a second-round pick at 47 overall, a 2023 fourth-round pick at 108 overall, and then next year you also add in a third-round pick. So all in all, 3 picks, but not involving a first-round pick there for one of the best corners in the league. I think if you're the Patriots, you have a need there at that position, and you don't have to give up a first. Sign me up. I love this idea of bringing Jalen Ramsey to New England. What say you now? This is your chance to chime in here on Patriots Today. Do you like the idea of trading for Jalen Ramsey? Let us know in the comments section. Type Y for yes. Type in for no if you would trade for Jalen Ramsey or not. Let me know what you're thinking if you would like to trade for Jalen Ramsey. All right, let's go through the rundown on Jalen Ramsey. We're looking at a guy that is a 3-time first-team All-Pro as recently as 2021. A Super Bowl champion in his own right as well, was a huge part of the Rams Super Bowl just a couple of years ago, and also a 6-time Pro Bowler. Money-wise, you're looking at a guy that, although he's owed a lot of money, the upside is that you would have him locked up for the next few years. 3 years, $47 million on Ramsey's contract at this point in time. The depth chart for the New England Patriots in those cornerback spots, you can see Jones and Williams are free agents, and so if they can find a guy like Jalen Ramsey to take this step up and give Belichick another guy in that secondary, I think you'd be very pleased. So I like the idea. We'll see if the Patriots put it together. We'll cover it all here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us.